of command on the Jupyter notebooks, get the at least one plot in different file formats like PNG, SVG, PDF, and maybe we would try to work in PPT, so that I don't know how many people were able to play around with Illustrator or Inkscape in the morning when Allegra was showing. So maybe we would at least try one, and I would like to keep it as short as possible so that you would have enough time for the project session. So as Allegra already introduced you to raster graphs and vector graphs in the morning, I would just like to go over it shortly. That so the most common raster graphs that we use are PNG and TIFF files. And so when it comes to these graph formats, there's like two types, lossless and lossy. So lossy formats are like when you compress them, you miss information, and lossless are like even when you compress, change anything, you retain the information as much as possible. So in raster graph formats, PNG and TIFF are the most commonly used formats because they are lossless and you can edit them. However, they are still low in resolution, and when you want to go for higher resolution, then your file size becomes huge and you cannot upload them in web. If you want to share, it's not really great. In vector graphs, they are truly lossless. You can just compress them, you can edit them, it's great, and this file size is like very, very small. And there are like commonly used two vector graph formats are PDF and SVG, and all of you know PDF. Almost all of us would have worked with PDF in some form. We commonly use them as document form, but you can also save all of your images as PDF. But since it's like Adobe standard, so it's better to have a standardized version with which you can use like for almost any browser. In that case, SVG is great. Yeah, and it's commonly used for all the web pages, the web apps that we use. Mostly SVG is the format that they use. And we're also going to get our files in SVG so that we can publish it or update it, upload it in our web pages, so and so. So that's all about this introduction. And so we can basically upload our plots using two packages. I basically like SVG Lite package because for ggplots, it's a great tool. So when you get these ggplots out of your R script, it's a high quality plot. So SVG Lite provides this function ggsave, which is good for downloading or saving your ggplots. And you can basically save them as any format like PDF, PNG, .svg. And you can, especially if it's your raster images, then you can also define the resolution. This is dots per inch. So this is like the common resolution that's used for printing the images. So yeah. And then the other one is base R package. So this is like from the R. So you don't have to install this package. It's already in there. So how you use this is you define before you write your plot function. You define, okay, I want this in PDF format, and then you write your plot code and deviation off so that just that plot gets stored. And this is how, like when it comes to ggsave, this is the format or the way you use your function. You provide your file name as I've given here, like dom.pcoa.pdf. Pretty much that will do. So now we can, this is how we can use. Maybe if all of you can go to the PCOA Jupyter notebook that we used yesterday, maybe we can run it. From the stats, there's like I think three sets of notebooks. There's one PCOA Permanova notebook, if you have saved it.
Maybe just show it.
Yeah. Is it open here, our GitHub page? Can you come here?
You can get
from the resources. Yeah.
Go to the higher folder.
Oh, sorry.
Go to the just that
Okay.
and then resources. Here's the file.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
Okay.
So yeah, most of you should have made copies yesterday, right? And then you should learn code.
Is it open? Yeah. So open in collab. And I would just go for DOM starts Pico A Permanova. Yeah. So you must be logged in. Sorry. Can I write it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People wouldn't see my password, right? Oh. Don't know my password. Do you know your password? Password. Okay. I'm giving up. It's there.
Sorry.
Please.
Oh.
Can we save? Okay. Yeah.
I need to do this. At least I remember one.
Yeah. 1.5. Finally. Yeah. Okay. So I would just go through these cells quickly. Okay. I would just use this URL link. If you want to use you can use own data, or just for the sake of this seminar, you can just use the link. Because we are just going to go through fast, run all the cells, and maybe get to the sorry?
There's no run all button.
I don't know if there's one, but it would run everything, right? I just want to go till here. It's just few cells down, so. Mhm. Yeah, but wouldn't it run everything? Yeah, I just wanted to come onto this first ggplot line. So yeah, after that, maybe you can just try to save this plot into different formats, and you can go to the slide. I have already uploaded the slide. So maybe you can just copy the lines from there and paste it here. Nice. SVG, right? You save. However you want to name it, I would just name DOM pico a dot svg. So it would automatically save the last one that you showed. You can also save it in different formats. Last image. So because this is the ggplot we showed last. So when we write the line after that, so I'm just installing it here now. I could even do it in the first line, but just for showing it now, I'm just installing the package here immediately, SVG Lite, and then we just write the gg save function line right below the image that you want to save. Or I think we need to show some dimensions for GPI 300. Is it running for everybody? Yeah. So I'm also like now saving it in PNG and PDF format. So it would be here. If you go to the files, you can see all your files are saved in all three formats. You can just download them. Yeah, so once you download them, maybe you can go to your PPT and straight away open it. I'm just showing it here. So from the downloads, copying my SVG and sorry. I'm also copying my PDF. Open. Okay, it's opening in PDF format, so I'll leave it there. Okay, so yeah, so PNG. So this is the PNG format and this is the SVG format. So if we go ungroup them, yes, you can basically ungroup all of these and you can just type in PICO-A, maybe component 2. Yeah, 1 second. So you basically select, now it's ungrouped, but basically you just select your whole image and then right click and then there's group and you basically ungroup it. Is everybody following? No? Errors in the code or? And then if you try with the SVG, you cannot ungroup it. This is what I wanted to actually share. You cannot change anything with the PNG plots. Maybe you can decrease the size, increase it, but you cannot do anything with them. Whereas with the SVG, you can kind of change the things. And you can just copy them back. Group them again. And then you can save it as SVG again. Tom, PICO-A, edit it. And maybe I would save it in the desktop. And if we go to the desktop again, there's our SVG.